Dear students, now we are going to discuss another optical instrument, that is telescope. Telescope is an optical instrument to see the far objects, and also the telescopes increases the visualizing angle. It is very very important. I told that. That's why in telescope there are two types of telescopes: refracting telescope and reflecting telescope. Refracting telescope, you know that in refracting telescope we are using lenses. You know that converging lenses or convex lenses. In reflecting telescope we are using the mirrors. Here the mirror, the concave mirror acts as a objective for the reflecting telescope. In refracting telescope we are using convex lens. Now that large aperture convex lens acts as a objective for refracting telescope. Once again, in refracting telescope, refracting telescope there are two types: astronomical telescope and terrestrial telescope. Astronomical telescope and terrestrial telescope. What is astronomical telescope and what is terrestrial telescope? Astronomical telescope is a telescope, or it is an optical instrument to see the celestial bodies or celestial objects. It is terrestrial telescope. Terrestrial telescope to see the bodies on the surface of the earth. May I clear this? For our syllabus we are using the astronomical telescope. To discuss the very important type of refracting telescope we call astronomical telescope. Look at here, this is the astronomical telescope. We know that in compound microscope we used the two lenses. Similarly, in compound microscope we used objective lens is shorter, eyepiece lens is larger, large aperture eyepiece lens. But here in the astronomical telescope, we are reversing. For the objective lens we are using the large aperture objective lens, and for the eyepiece lens a shorter one. Look at here, this is the main difference between the compound telescope, compound microscope and astronomical telescope. May I clear this? Now look at here, the astronomical telescope consists of two lenses. One is objective lens, other one is eyepiece lens, and also it consists of tube. One tube irutte. Know that this is the tube. The tube consists of two ends. At one end you have to place the objective lens, at the other end you have to use the eyepiece lens. This is the objective lens, this is the eyepiece lens. The two lenses have common principal axis. This is the common principal axis. Now here the image forms at infinity, or the image forms at far point. I told that astronomical telescope to see the celestial bodies clearly, and also we know that the telescope are not increasing the size of the object, or not increases the size of the image, it increases the visualized angle. And we are going to see the large image. Actually we are not going to see the large image, that visualizing angle increases. The telescope increases the visualizing angle. I told that if visualizing angle increases, then the apparent size of the image also increases of that object. Look at here. Now this is the objective lens, this is the eyepiece lens. Now we know that we are seeing the far away objects. Look at here. The object is at infinity. We are seeing the far away objects. Object at infinity. or object at far point. Object ತುಂಬ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Now assume yourself. Look at here, object at infinity. Now from the object, the light rays falls on this lens, so we call objective lens. This is what? Objective lens. This is what? Eyepiece lens. Now from the object, the light rays falls on the objective lens. Now the light rays falls on the objective lens. We know that it undergoes refraction. After refraction, we know that the light rays falls on the optic center. It goes as it is. Now after refraction, the refracted rays meet at one point. Now at this point, image is formed. For the objective lens, object is at infinity. This is the image, the real and inverted image, A dash B dash. Now for the eyepiece lens, this image acts as a object. Now this image acts as a object. Now this is the eye, observer eye. Look at here, observer eye. Then after refraction, now for the objective lens, the object is at infinity. This is the image. We know this is the image. This image acts as a object for the this image acts as a object for the eyepiece lens. Now this after refraction, the light rays enters to the observer's eye. Now here we know that, look at here, if these two rays are parallel, if these two rays, look at here, if these two rays are parallel, if these two rays are parallel means image at infinity. Object at infinity, here image is also infinity. Now look at here, this is what? F0, focal length of objective lens. This is what? Fe, focal length of eyepiece lens. Here look at here, this is the angle. Angle alpha, angle subtended at the eye by the object. Here the image at infinity, the angle subtended by the image. This is beta. The beta is alpha, angle subtended by the object at the eye. What is beta? Angle subtended at the eye by the image. This is the image, this is the object. Now this angle is beta, this angle is alpha. Look at here, this angle is alpha, now this angle is beta. Now what is the angular magnification? We know that the angular magnification for a telescope is defined as our magnifying power. I told that the power of these lenses increases the visualizing angle. That's why telescope increases the visualizing angle. By increasing the visualizing angle, we are going to see the enlarged image of the object, celestial object. Suppose the object is far away, we are going to see the image, enlarged image. We got angular magnification. What is angular magnification? The angular magnification is defined as alpha is the angle subtended by the object at the eye. What is beta? The angle subtended by the image at the eye. What is the angular magnification? The angle subtended by the image at the eye by the angle subtended by the object at the eye, beta by alpha. Here actually I am using tan beta and tan alpha because here angles are very small. If angles are very small, then tan beta is equal to beta, then tan alpha is equal to alpha. So beta by alpha, angle subtended by the image to angle subtended by the object. May I clear this? What is the expression for magnification? Look at here. Here I am applying tan. This is, look at here, this is looking like a triangle. What is the triangle tara kanta ide? No, look at here, this is H or H dash anta tagoli. Now tan, apply tan. What is tan alpha here? Tan alpha. What is tan alpha? Opposite by adjacent. Here opposite by adjacent. H dash by F naught. What is tan beta? Here look at here, tan beta. Now what is tan beta? Look at here, this is looking like a triangle. This angle is beta. Oh yeah, approximately use this is S dash. Now what is tan beta? Opposite. Look at here, opposite by adjacent. This is opposite by adjacent. Fe, opposite by adjacent. Fe, S dash that cancel. F naught goes to numerator. What is the angular magnification? F naught by Fe. So is the expression for angular magnification produced by astronomical telescope. M is equal to f naught by Fe, and the image forms at for point. M is equal to f naught by Fe, focal length of objective lens to focal length of eyepiece lens. Got it? May clear this? Now look at here. Know that now this is the tube length L. This is the tube length. Now for normal adjustment, look at here. For normal adjustment, now this is the tube length. What is L? It is the distance between the objective lens and the eyepiece lens. Here this is the objective lens. Now this is the eyepiece lens. The L is the distance between the objective lens and the eyepiece lens. Now for normal adjustment, what is L? Look at here, this is the L. L is equal to sum of focal length of objective lens and the eyepiece lens. L is equal to f naught plus Fe. Is very important. Is the expression for tube length in terms of focal length. For normal adjustment, L is equal to f naught plus Fe. Now, so this is the astronomical telescope. Suppose if you use terrestrial telescope means to see the objects on the earth. But here inverted image is going to come. In astronomical telescope, we are going to see the inverted images. But in a terrestrial telescope, we are going to see the erect image. That's why terrestrial telescope, we are going to see the objects on the earth, and also to make the image erect by using terrestrial telescope. That's why this is astronomical telescope. Dear students, we are going to discuss the defects in refracting type telescopes, because you know that in refracting type telescopes we are using the large aperture objective lens. This is the objective lens. Because why are using the large objective lens? This is the large objective lens because the object is at infinity. If the object is at means infinity means object is far away. If object is far away, you know that light rays are coming. Suppose if you use short lens, if you use small lens, look at here. If you use small lens, suppose the light rays are not fast to the objective lens, then no image. That's why in a refracting telescope we are using the large aperture objective lens. Now, so what is the magnification? M is equal to f naught by Fe. Look at here. If magnification is directly proportional to f naught, if focal length of the objective lens increases, then the magnification also increases. So you have to take the large focal lens for objective lens. If focal length is shorter means magnification is less. That's why for astronomical telescope you have to use the large focal length objective lens. If focal length of the objective lens is more, magnification is more. Then only you are going to see the magnified images of the object. That's why suppose if focal length is more, look at here. If focal length is more, visualization angles also more here. That's why you have to increase the focal length of the objective lens. You have to use the large aperture objective lens. Now, what are the defects in the refracting type telescope? First one, we know that first one is chromatic aberration. Chromatic aberrations. If you use lenses, the first defect is chromatic aberration. What is chromatic aberration? Chromatic means color. This color defects. Aberration means defects, color defects. Suppose if you use lens, look at here. This is the lens. This is the middle part of the lens. Now, if you cut the lenses like here. If you cut the lens here, you got prism. That's why lens is made up of small prism. Lens cut marta bandre prism siktao hogutte up to middle portion. You pass the white light. Look at here. The white light is a mixture of many colors. You know that red color deviates less, violet color deviates more. Red color ಜಾಸ್ತಿ deviate ಆಯಿತು, red color deviates less, violet color deviates more. That's why different colors have different wavelength and different refractive index. You know that the focal length of a lens depends on the wavelength and refractive index. Therefore, that's why not all the colors meet at one point, different colors meet at different points. Therefore, there is no sharp image of the object. That's why we will get chromatic aberrations. Look at here. Suppose this is the lens. You pass the white light. White light means we know that mixture of many colors. Suppose red color. Know that red color deviates less. Violet color deviates more. Red color deviates less. Violet color deviates more. This violet color meets here. Red color meets here. In between violet and red, other color meets here. There is no sharp image. You know that to get sharp image, all the colors have to meet at one point. Ella colors one kade meet agbeku. This is focus. At that point, you have to place the screen. Then you will get the sharp image of the object. But here, different colors meets at different points. Where you have to place the screen? Ill place madla. If you place here, in between these two many colors, other colors are there. If you place here, no sharp image. If you place here, no sharp image. The blur agbidutte. Because due to the chromatic aberration. Different colors, the chromatic means color. Different colors meet at different points. Therefore, there is no sharp image. Finally, if you take lenses, you will get chromatic aberration. Now, the other defects are, look at here. Which are the other defects? The other defects means, second one, spherical aberration. Spherical aberration. Because these are all spherical lenses we are using. Spherical aberration. What is spherical aberration? Suppose if you use the rays of light here, if you use the rays of light, after refraction, all the refracted rays meet here. If you go above, because this is the spherical part, a spherical lens, see the part of the sphere. If you go above, then it meets here. It meets here. Suppose the number of rays passes at middle part, it focuses here. If you go above, it meets here. Then there is no sharp image. Sharp image all the rays must meet at one point. Where I have to place the screen? Can I here or here? Ill place madla. If you place here, blur bartade. If you place here, blur. Adikke there is no sharp image because due to spherical aberration. That's why next type is handling effect. Handling effect or handling defects. I told that in astronomical means refracting telescope, you have to use large aperture telescope, large diameter, large size, large aperture. Because the aperture is less, the rays are not falls on the lenses. It goes as it is, no image, no magnification. So you have to use the large aperture lenses. Because we know that to construct the large aperture lenses, it is very difficult in practical life. In practical, it is very difficult to construct the large aperture lenses. Because large aperture lenses, it weighs more. It weighs more. If you use large lenses, heavy aperture lenses, it weighs more. Jasti tooka agate. Compared to mirrors, lens weighs more. Tooka jasti lens indu. That's why you have to construct the large aperture lenses. It is very difficult. And also to put the large aperture lenses in the tube, you have to make the metallic tubes. I told that now in telescopes tube gadane use martivi. This is the tube. You have to use the metallic tubes because it has to stand. You have to place the mirrors. You have to place the lenses in the metallic tubes. That's why it is very difficult to construct the metallic tubes and also large aperture lenses. So all the defects, chromatic aberration, spherical aberrations because no sharp image due to the color defects, due to spherical surfaces, no sharp image, blurred image, due to handling effects, lens weighs more. So all the defects. That's why. And how to increase the quality of the image? How to overcome these defects? You have to overcome chromatic aberration. You have to overcome spherical aberration. You have to overcome handling defects. That's why you are going to use the modern telescopes. The modern telescopes are reflecting telescopes. Now dear students, we are going to discuss the last part of this chapter, reflecting telescope. Now dear students, to overcome spherical aberration, chromatic aberrations and handling defects, you are going to use the reflecting telescope. Reflecting telescopes are the modern telescopes. Look at here, the reflecting telescope. This is the tube here. In reflecting telescopes, we are using mirrors, the large concave mirror. You got it? In refracting telescope, the large converging lens, convex lens as a objective lens, but in reflecting telescope, the large concave mirror acts as a objective. Now here, which type? The many types are there. For our syllabus, Cassegrain type. Which type? Cassegrain type. That's why if you use spherical lenses, we know that we will get spherical aberration. To overcome spherical aberration, we are using mirrors. Overcome chromatic aberrations, we are using mirrors. Suppose this is spherical mirror, assume yourself. This is concave spherical mirror. Now this is the principal axis, this is the pole, you know that. Now suppose you pass the rays of light. You pass the rays of light. Here in mirrors, no chromatic aberration, no color defects, because the focal length of the mirror depends on the radius of curvature. But in lenses, focal length of lens depends upon the wavelength and refractive indices. But here it depends on radius of curvature. May I clear this? Now you pass the rays of light to the spherical mirror, concave mirror. After reflection, look at here, all the reflected rays meet at one point. But this is spherical. If you use spherical, know that some defects are there. This is actually all the rays must focus at one point to get the sharp image. To get the sharp image, all the reflected rays must meet at one point. But here, due to spherical aberration, in mirrors also spherical aberration is there. If you use spherical mirrors, to overcome the spherical aberration, no color defects. Color defects illa. All if you take, if you use white light, all the colors meet at one point. You get sharp image. But in spherical mirrors, spherical aberration is there. How to overcome spherical aberration? You have to use the parabolic reflectors. Ee tara spherical reflectors ide. If you use parabolic reflectors like this, parabolic reflectors. If you use parabolic reflectors, this is parabolic reflectors. If you pass the rays of light to the parabolic reflectors, after reflection, all the reflected rays meet at one point. All the rays meet at one point. All the rays meet this focus point. Means we place the screen here, we get the sharp image. So to overcome spherical aberration in spherical mirrors, you have to use the parabolic reflectors. So this is the main thing. May I clear this? Now for our syllabus, Cassegrain type reflecting telescope. Look at here, how the Cassegrain type reflecting telescope. The Cassegrain, this is the Cassegrain type reflecting telescope. The Cassegrain type reflecting telescope consists of large objective mirror. This is the large objective mirror. This is a concave mirror. Large objective with fine hole in middle. You know that I am making hole. This acts as a objective mirror. Look at here. Now this objective mirror is which one? Concave mirror in Cassegrain type. Now look at that, it is looks like a parabolic reflector to overcome spherical aberration. In mirrors, no color defects. And also to overcome handling defects, because I told that mirrors weighs less than the lenses. ತೂಕ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಿರರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಲೆನ್ಸಸ್ಗಿಂತ, ಅದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Now this is the concave objective mirror. This is the concave objective mirror. This is primary mirror. This is the primary mirror. Now use secondary mirror. Look at here, I am using another mirror. It acts as secondary mirror. This is convex mirror. Look at here, this is convex mirror. This is convex mirror. Convex mirror acts as secondary mirror. The concave mirror acts as a primary mirror. You send the rays of light here. The rays of light. This is the rays of light. The rays of light from the object. You know that your object is far away. Object at infinity. Imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ object ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ದೂರ, very far away. From the object we will get the parallel rays of light. It falls on the objective mirror. ಅಂದರೆ objective ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದು objective. Object ಇಂದ mirrorಗೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. We call objective mirror. This is concave mirror. Know that the reflection takes place. Look at here, the reflection. Now after reflection, it falls on the secondary mirror. Which mirror? Convex mirror. After that, know that all the reflected rays meets here. This is the image. Now with the help of eyepiece lens, you are going to see the final image of the object. This is the Cassegrain type reflecting telescope. No spherical aberration, no chromatic aberration, and no handling defects. This because concave mirror or mirrors weighs less. So this is the modern type telescopes, dear students. Okay, now we discussed refracting telescope and also reflecting telescopes. May I clear this? Now we know that the India's very important information. India's largest telescope is in Kavalur, that is in Tamil Nadu. The diameter of its objective is, this is for a refracting telescope. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಏನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನೋ ಇದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ, ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಗೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಲೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕವಲೂರು we know that the large aperture, because we know that we have to use the large aperture lenses for refracting telescope. The large diameter of the objective lens is 2.34 meter. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕವಲೂರು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಪರ್ಚರ್ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೆನ್ಸಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. The world's largest telescope is in Hawaii, USA, United States of America. The diameter of its objective is 10 meter. Look at that. In India 2.3 meter ಆದರೆ ಆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೆನ್ಸು ಅದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ 10 meter ಇದೆ. This is for refracting telescope. You got it? May I clear this? Dear students, I told that the reflecting telescope, the focal length of reflecting telescope depends on the radius of curvature. You know that in telescope we got f0 by fe. I told that the focal length of objective mirror depends on radius of curvature. ನೋಡಿ r ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. This is the magnification for reflecting type Cassegrain type telescope. M is equal to f0 by fe, but here f0 depends on radius of curvature. This is the advantage. So all the advantages of reflecting type telescope. What are the advantages of reflecting telescope? Handling defects, no handling defects, no chromatic aberration, no. If you use parabolic reflectors, we can avoid the spherical aberration also. Some of the advantages of reflecting telescopes. I told that today nowadays the modern telescopes are the reflecting type telescope. Know that in NASA they are using Hubble telescope. In NASA they are using Hubble telescope. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಟೈಪು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹಬಲ್ ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪ್. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ನಾಸಾ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ USA. ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನೇನು ಇಮೇಜಸ್ಗಳು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾನೆಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಬಲ್ ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪ್. ವಿತ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಬಲ್ ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ satellites, planets. Dear students, we completed the portions of ray optics. Okay, I think I hope I successfully completed the portions or topics or concepts of ray optics. Thank you dear students. Thank you, one and all.